This is up. Everything good.
SP Convo. SP Convo. Let's do it.
Everything is good. Everything is up. Levels is up. Levels is up. Welcome back. SP Combo, baby. Let's get back in this routine, man. Yeah. It's a good one. I gotta eat. I gotta take my words back, man. I gotta take my words back. Um, I call Karmelo Anthony a fool for bringing a weapon to attract meat. But he's not a fool. It wasn't a weapon. Initially, it wasn't a weapon. It was something that's for the cleats. Something for the cleats. And he must have had that already in his book bag for just in case. And when it came out with the intention of protecting himself. A man gotta protect themselves, especially when they get in. Well, not they. When he is in harm's way. When he's getting pummeled by multiple people. Well, at least it seems that way from the angle of the camera. Because the video is out. The footage is leaked. It's leaked. And boy, is it leaked. I mean, clear footage. Clear footage. So any video that I play is going to be fair use because we're going to talk about it. Oh boy. Earlier I had put a little YouTube short out and it says Karmelo Anthony MVP. Boy, I got some comments back. Some comments came back. But this the thing I can't get. Adults, grown adults, speaking bad on that boy. Now I admit, I called him a fool. But I would never wish what these adults is wishing on him. You have to think perspective, you know. You have to have an open mind. And those that have parents, those of us that are parents and have kids, we don't know what's gonna happen to our kids when they step outside the door. The same as us. We don't know what's gonna happen to us when we step outside the door. So how can we expect Karmelo Anthony to be prepared for what happens outside? We only could teach our kids how to defend themselves and protect themselves. Unfortunately, it came with a weapon. But it wasn't a potential weapon or something that he had in his bag that's for his cleats. It was a tool. And unfortunately, it became something that fatally hurt another individual, Mr. Austin Metcalf. let's get into it, man. Fair use, fair use, fair use. This from Fox 4 in Texas. Woo! It's time to get in. Here we go. It's clear footage right there. Clear footage. See them walking, right? Clear. Here we go. Tell you, man. These people entering. Right? That's what all the tents. See the tents right there. Students coming in. I guess right there that should be Karmelo. He walking by himself, right? So yeah, he's walking by himself right there. That's Karmelo right there. Right here highlighted. Karmelo Anthony. He walking by himself. Now from this angle right here, as far away as the camera is, we can't see nothing. We see a whole lot of people there, right? But you just see about what? If we try to count the shadows, let's see, we count the shadows. 1 shadow, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, if that. Let's say you got this person over here. Let's say if that. If we could see. Let's go again. 1 head, 2 head, 3 head, 4 head, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now it's 8. I see some sneakers. 9. I see look like some footwear. All right. Not too much of that, but you see a group of people there, right? All right. So let's break it down. Let's do it. Let's go. All right. So now, see, it starts a little motion. All right, people sitting down. People going to the tent. People walking by the tent. They there for a while. So whatever's going on, everything seemed cool, calm, collective. There you go. Now you see some action. And then Karmelo takes off. He's running like Sonic. Woo! And then somebody stops him. Then he walks down the ramp. And he takes off again. And I think he starts to walk slow now, or walk a little more faster. Then you see people chase behind him. More students, more people. and then bam. Okay, so now that's that. But let's run it back now. Because this is what I want to talk about. Let's run it back. Run it back from right here. Now he's right here. Karmelo is right there. Right there. That's where he at. Now my thing is, he's right there, right? He's right there. I want to know where's the extra footage to show him leading all the way up to the tent. Because it gets cut off. It goes from this screen. And then you see the L. You see the L. For I guess whatever school that is. And then it cuts off. And then bam. Next thing you know, it's the M. So it don't show him walking all the way up to the M. It don't show what he was doing before he got to the M. It don't show if he's at a different tent. And then they call him over to the M. That's the part I want to see. I want to see that. That's the part I want to see. So, now, after the situation arrived, after the situation happened, you see him running. So let's fast forward. So now, he's running. So now we got to go back to right here. Right about, just pay attention to right here. Somebody gonna, like in a yellow shirt, somebody gonna go from here. They're gonna drop down. He's gonna come up, or after Karmelo come up from here, somebody gonna drop down. I just wanna know what that's about. So, he takes off, man. He takes off. He takes off, man. That boy go. So whatever happened, he was scared, man. You know what I'm saying? Karmelo was scared. He was scared. And that situation right there had the whole track and field community in the uproar. Everybody in the uproar. Because you can't live like that. It's just, when I say you can't live like that, to see that does something to the human brain. And the same way for Karmelo getting jumped on or being crowded by people. Maybe his mom was thinking, everybody's in on it. I gotta defend myself. Now, he did say, allegedly, or he admitted that, stay away or touch me and see what's gonna happen to you. Those are words of defense, man. Those are words you try to say to keep somebody off you, keep the threat off you. Because I don't know if you know anybody over there. Besides the one that testified in court, the I don't know his name, the young guy. Yeah, I don't know his name, but maybe that's the only friend he had over there, right? So, you know, could you really blame Karmelo? Because for him to come up from underneath that, you know, he poked the guy out of fear. He was afraid. Everybody was going against him. He's a small guy. Those some big guys. Maybe they did, but we'll have to see the real insight, real up front and close video angles of what took place. Maybe Karmelo was throwing blows physically with the fist. Maybe they got the best of him. Maybe he got tired. Maybe they's too big for him. But we don't know. And we don't know how a person gonna react. So what I'm taking now, after zeroing in on the situation and reading the other news articles and, just sitting in my mind saying, wow, that's a terrifying situation for Karmelo to be involved in. Nobody there seemed like they was on his side, like he's there on his own. But whatever took place, he was terrified. Because you see, he took off. Ran down them track steps and boom. Sorry, them bleachers. Ran down those bleacher steps and took off. Sonic at best. And he got caught. So you could imagine the uproar. People are probably yelling, frantic. Help! Hey, stop him! Stop him! You never know. Because there's no audio being played. So Karmelo's sentence is 35 years. I don't know the laws in Texas, but 35 years is a long time. Austin Metcalf is never to return. He's taken away from his family. You can never get that back. But in all honesty, nobody got the right to put hands on you. You see, the thing that's funny with certain adults, they quick to want to be all bourgeois with their cynical thinking, right? They want to be like, oh, but he had a weapon and he underlived that kid and this and that. But they the same people that wouldn't go for nobody putting hands on them. They the same individuals that talk it out their mouth. But in real life, if somebody put hands on them, they ready to get down and dirty. So cut it out, man. Them adults need to cut it out. This is a young 17-year-old kid going through changes, fearing for his life. And he pulled out a weapon, which turned out to be a weapon. He pulled out an instrument that used to clean out his cleats, and it turned to a weapon due to the fact that it underlied Mr. Austin. And these adults go to ranges, take target practice and all that because they're afraid to have hands put on them. So stop the nonsense. Stop the nonsense. This is the SP Convo. And I'm giving you my opinion on what it is. But you adults out there need to stop the nonsense, man. Stop it. Now we're going to get to this. You groom your kids, because I got a lot of comments saying his parents need to groom him right. And in other videos, I was saying the same thing. His parents didn't teach him nothing. Yeah, it's true to a certain extent. But what if it's your child that came home and said, Mom and Dad, I got in a bad situation. Somebody bullied me. They jumped me. They did this and this. So I had to pull out something to protect myself. Most parents are going to say, okay, son. Okay, daughter. Calm down. Calm down. Let's get down to the bottom of this. Let's figure this out. Let's work together. Let's see what it is. Start slow. Blah, blah, blah. But since Karmelo Anthony is not your child, you got so much to say. So when I say Karmelo Anthony is the MVP, I'm saying he's the MVP because he had to go through that on his own, right? His parents left the courtroom. They wasn't there to hear the sentencing. He had to deal with that. Now he's behind the cage. Got to deal with that. I don't know if he's reaching out to his parents via phone or whatever the case may be, but he's an MVP to be only 19 years old dealing with all that. Most adults can't handle that. I know 45, 50, and 60-year-old adults that's scared of society. They do everything correct to the best of their ability because they're afraid. But yet these adults want to say that he made the wrong choice of his life. Well, it did cost him his freedom. But they expect for Karmelo Anthony to take a beat down. Oh, just deal with it. You grow back some new skin. That boy was a small, petite guy compared to them other kids that was there. Supposedly he broke his bones. Who's paying for that? Who's paying for that? It's the nerve of these people out here, man. You got parents throughout the nation, the country, United States of America. Everybody weighing in. Everybody have their opinions. Everybody's divided. And yes, I'll be upset if my child came home saying that he unalived somebody. Yes, I'd be upset if I got a phone call saying my child is unalived. Yes. I'd be distraught. I'd be looking to blame. Yes, I'm a human. But to wish the ultimate end for somebody else's child, for a teenager, a young person on this earth, and you're a grown adult, shame on you. And the nerve. So they said the judge was very close to Mr. Jeff Metcalf, to the Metcalf family. And I heard recently the judge retired. Who does that? Who retires out of nowhere? Does the judge know something is about to bark up his tree? Somebody's about to knock on his door and say, hey, we found some wrongdoing in the case of Karmelo Anthony. I don't know the lawyer terms or the judge terms and stuff like that, but he must have known something, because who retires? This is a national-wide case. Who retires? Out of nowhere, abruptly say, oh, I quit, I retire, everything's good, let me get my pension, okay, bye-bye. I put him away for 35 years, bye-bye. I'm going, adios. Beep, beep, pew. Who does that? Sound like conspiracy. It's a conspiracy to get that boy sent to 35 years. Maybe they could have sentenced him to 5 years. Maybe they knew by law he was going to get away with only 5 years. It was the same situation in Texas with 2 white boys killed a wrestler, a star wrestler. One got acquitted. One got sentenced to 4 years, and the other one never seen the courtroom. And that was 2 people against 1. And they was driving in a Jeep, I think. They ran the boy down, hunted him down, and stood over him, and that was it. Unalived him. So what's up with that? How Austin death made Karmelo get sentenced to 35 years, where the other guy's death, the young black guy from 3 years ago, or I think it was probably the same time, right? Around the same time. How that No, it was another case. So 3 years ago was the other guy. February 2023, the other guy got unalived by the two white boys. How one was never to go to court because he was good, and the other one did 2 years time served, got sentenced to 5. He'd be home if he's not home right now. This law is different, man. You know, law and order, the way people look at life, the way parents get judged for their kids' actions. All this is a lot. So what we gonna do? Adults, what are we doing? What are we doing? When I ask what are we doing, what are we doing? Cause tomorrow it could be your child. It could be your child. No matter how well you said you raised your child, what if your child decides not to want to pick up a phone and call the local authorities and say he or she is in trouble? What if your 18-year-old teenager daughter or son want to just fight it out because they're teenagers? And your child, the one you raised so perfectly, the one you cultivated, the one you guided, you molded to always do the best and the right thing, what if that child disappoints you? And you get the phone call saying your child is arrested for XYZ. How would you feel? And society's pointing the finger at you and want your child to be sentenced to 90 years. How would you feel? You see the reaction that I put before about the mom, Karmelo Anthony's parents, right? Yeah. It's always, for the most part, a black mom crying, feeling a certain kind of way. Because she don't know nothing else to say. Her child messed up. But he never been in trouble in life. So how he get all those years in jail as if he was always into no good? As if he's looking for that. You know? As if he was looking for that. So we're going to get back into this because I want to see something. Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to look for that $600K that the parents had. Yeah, I wonder if the parents still getting death threats after he got sentenced. Let me see something real quick. Tap into this.
War still continue.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So that's the thing that just had me a little bit little bedazzled because I can't believe these parents are so fixated on wanting to see this young boy, Karmelo Anthony, be done bad. Hold on. Oh, no, I got nothing recently. Yeah, Karmelo Anthony. Hold your head, Karmelo. Like I said, I called you a fool for bringing a knife, but it wasn't a knife, so I stand corrected. It was a tool for your cleats. Harm was done to you, and we gotta see. We gotta see. We gotta see what this is about. I think I got something right here. I may have something. Who's this? Oh, nah. So anyway, Karmelo Anthony, parents should have been more supportive all the way to the end. That have had society give them more favor. But since they didn't want to be in the courtroom to hear him get the 35 years in jail, that makes people look at Karmelo Anthony as a monster, as somebody that the parents couldn't rush to get out of their way. And people just gonna feel that way. People just gonna think that way. Because why wouldn't you want to be there for your child? Why wouldn't you want to be there in his times of need all the way to the end? Some parents can't stomach that. It's easier to judge from afar than to judge while you're in the middle of it. And that's what people does. People do that. I'm trying to get some more information on the family right here. But it's not popping up. Let's see. No, it's not pulling up. Yeah, so that's it for right now. I just had to put that out there and say, Karmelo, you got a long fight ahead of you. The video footage is out. Let's see if they work with that on you getting your appeal. Maybe that will help. What we could do is wish for the best, hope for the best. To Karmelo's Anthony's parents, stay in tune with your son, man. Support him all the way. All the way. Don't leave no stone unturned. And leave your comments, man. Leave your comments. It's unfortunate Mr. Austin Metcalf is no longer here. It's unfortunate Karmelo Anthony's doing 35 years away from his family. He's no longer there, and in their presence, in their household, he's not there, and both families took a loss. But for the parents out there judging Karmelo, nah, y'all got other things to worry about. Worry about if it's your children that's gonna make that mistake, and you don't got the money to make the mistake go away, to clean it up. Let it be an average child, average parent, average working family situation, and see what happens. Y'all adults should be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed of yourself leaving those comments like that. I'm out.